Hi there, it's Trisha, Inky Planner, and I'm back to do another Plan With Me video. This one's going to be kind of edited, and I'm going to try to just jump through bits of it. I am going to plan out the month of September in my A5, and I know that these are feeling a little more springy, these colors and papers I have in front of me, but they're just so gorgeous, and I haven't had a chance to use them as much as I want, and so I just don't care. I'm putting them in my September month. So I have a lot of this is from Kim Watson and from Illustrated Faith, also Illustrated Faith and Simple Stories, all these beautiful papers and colors, some Illustrated Faith washi, this Illustrated Faith like chipboard sticker sheet. So I am going to grab my planner and get started, and I'll let you know how this unfolds, and you can see what the month of September ends up looking like. Okay, I've gone ahead and just cut little bits out of my gorgeous papers, and I kind of strategically tried to cut where I was making sure I was leaving the colors that I wanted. This large floral paper, the scale of it is way too big to even know what's going on in these boxes, so it's mostly just about getting the bits of color in. And then I cut a long strip here because this month doesn't start until Thursday, and then I cut some strips of this geometric paper to go across the top, and I have some washi that I'm going to add in as accents to pull in these pops of black and that pretty pink. And then I also have my little polka dot, might find a spot for that. And then in the boxes that don't have these, I'm thinking I'm going to use this kind of pale green that looks like that color, and this color kind of pulls that in, and use it with my numbers from the alpha blocks from Tailored Expressions, Clearly Planned, and put in my dates. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I will be back, and I'll adhere all of this stuff. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've adhered down all my little blocks of pattern paper. I put some washi and this little strip of paper, and I stamped out all my numbers. And in the blocks where I had the pattern paper, I actually had these little tiny number Hexies from Reset Girl, and I just grabbed the missing numbers there instead of trying to stamp them, just because I thought that added a little interest and the colors kind of fit, and it was cute. So that's where I am so far. Now I'm going to go through and look at my events and kind of plug in I've got a lot going on with back to school and stuff in September, so I'm going to plug all of that in and figure out what kind of stamps and decorations I might use for that. So I'll be right back and let you know what I come up with. Alright, so it's funny, sometimes I feel like the simplest stamps become my favorite, and this is another set from Clearly Planned, the new line from Tailored Expressions. This is called Time Will Tell, this set, and I love it because it has all these cool, individual times in 15-minute increments. So if you really want to break down your planner like at an hourly level, you've got everything you need here to do that. And then it has some other things that go along with times, like alarm clocks, and you can actually put hands on a little clock here, and then a blank spot where you could write, an event and some other headers and things. So I am in love with this little simple double arrow. I love this one too. These two, I think I've already used a ton from this brand new set, but this one I'm just going to use to keep things simple, and I'm going to stamp it in a light colored ink. I'm going to use the Sunrise pigment ink from Lhey, and I'm going to put my events in that way. I'm just going to stamp the little bullet and then write my event in a real fine pen to keep the clutter to a minimum. So I've gone in, and you can see kind of in a zoom in close up here, I've stamped my little yellow like bullet point arrows and written in, and I just used my slim frixion pen. I've written in most of my events. The exceptions are, I have a few things that span several days, for example, Labor Day weekend, this first holiday weekend. So I'm going to use some washi and just write along the washi for that. I also have my sister coming to visit for a weekend, so I want to put some washi there as well. So anything that spans a couple days, I'm going to use a little bit of a different technique to note that. And then on the days where I have the patterned paper, if I have an event, I'm going to use like a sticker of some sort, so obviously it would stand out from the background a little bit better and you can actually see what it is. I did try to put these on days where I had very little going on, but I also wanted it to land in sort of a pleasing arrangement, so I have a little bit of that to do. The other exception is birthdays. I saved birthdays and anniversaries because I thought I would note them a little bit differently, maybe with a cute heart or a cute you know, birthday like celebration or gifts type of a stamp or something like that. So that's what I have left to do. So I guess I'll start with birthdays. I do have a couple of birthdays this month. This is a little birthday set from Clearly Planned Tailored Expressions called Best Day Ever. And I love the size on these because they're just nice and teeny little birthday images, cake and balloons and stuff, and so they fit nicely into a planner both on your daily or even in monthly boxes like this. So I think I'm going to take this little gift box and stamp it in pink to set it apart a little bit on the couple of birthdays that I have this month. So I'll go ahead and do that, write in who the birthday is, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've added in my birthdays. You can see these little pink presents sprinkled throughout the month. I'll give you a little close-up. See how that looks? Isn't that cute? And now I'm going to go ahead and add washi along some of my multi-day events. And I'm just going to use my tried and true like skinny black stripe washi. Okay, now I've got my couple of long-term or multi-day events laid out. So you can see I just ran that black and white striped washi across several days. And then I write what the event is and sort of draw an arrow to indicate that it's going to go across those couple of days. And you can even see down here, I wrote, you know, my sister's going to be here, and I kind of skipped over her little, I didn't want to cover her present, but I didn't have a better place to put the washi, so I just sort of skipped over it and then continued it. So you gotta get creative with little stuff like that. Had I thought about it, I would have put that present up a little bit higher on that day. But okay, so I'm left with let's see, what do I have left? My anniversary, which I would like to, you know, make that sort of a special thing over here. And then I'll double check and see if I'm missing anything else, but that might be it. Okay, so I took a look at my schedule, and not only did I have my anniversary, but I did have, if you remember, I mentioned there were a couple of events that fell on these days with the blocks of pattern paper. So I went through my stash and I found these thin little event stickers from Planner Kate, and I hadn't used them yet, although I know I'm gonna love them. I just they're new to me, and I just thought that this is the perfect way to just set them a little bit apart from their background, but they're a solid color, not too distracting. So I've got something that I have going on here on the 18th, so I can just write it in right there, and then similarly over here on the 8th. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to address my anniversary, 12 years with my husband, so I want to put that over here somewhere on the 11th, and then that should be it. So let me do those couple of things, and then we'll wrap up. Okay, I've written in my couple of events, and I have these Vellum Heart stickers from Studio Calico that I got a long time ago. I don't even remember what kit this was from, but I'm going to go ahead and just put this cute little heart because it kind of matches my pinks here, and I'm going to have it hang outside of the box because I think sometimes when you have things overlapping, it draws even more attention to it. And then I'm just going to write in anniversary, and I might make that, you know, most of my writing is pretty consistent. I try to do like all caps for my events and keep it pretty small, but I think this one I'll write a little larger, and then that should finish my spread. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll take a final look. Okay, I went ahead and wrote in our names for the anniversary, but one thing I realized that I completely forgot is I covered up the days of the week with washi, And on this Carpe Diem month on 2-page spread, it's a Sunday start, but I do like to cover it up sometimes and create it as a Monday start, because that keeps it consistent with my week on 2 pages, and I like to kind of have my weekends together, my Saturdays and Sundays. So, but I do need kind of a reminder, because I know it's not designed that way to begin with. So I didn't put my days across the top. So I'm thinking that I'm going to use, this is a cool new product, and it might be really hard to see, but this is, let's see if I can get it in the light. See how this comes off? It's like a little sticker. This is an entire sheet of tiny little circle stickers. See right there in the light? Are you guys able to see? There we go. These little pre-cut circle stickers that are blank. These are from Tailored Expressions. They have these in different sizes of circles and rounded rectangles and other shapes that are just nice and small and perfect for planners. So you can stamp all your tiny little icons and images and letters or whatever else you want on these little sticker paper, and then put them into your planner, which then they're removable if you need to move things around. They also are great if you're working with dye inks so that they don't seep through your page, because this just gives you another layer. So anyway, I was just playing around to see if I could fit some letters in here, and these are letters from the Clearly Kelly set called Kelly's Outline Letters, and they fit in those circles pretty nicely. The M and the W go off the edge, but I kind of didn't care. So I think I'm gonna I like the black, and I think I'm going to use these across the top of my spread to indicate the day of the week. So let's go ahead and put those on and see how that looks, and we'll see if we like it. So I've got my Monday, and I'm going to use my tweezers. And do you see how my M does sort of go off? Ooh, that's not a very good focus, is it? There. My M sort of does go off the edge, but I think that's okay. And I'm just going to put it at the top. And hopefully that won't look too junky up there, but it'll accomplish what I want to accomplish, which is just to kind of remind me what day of the week I'm looking at there. So I'll do my Wednesday. Because when I was filling this out and doing my stamping, I had to remind myself a couple of times, like, okay, which day is Wednesday and which day is Thursday. So I think it'll be very helpful for me to have these up here. And I didn't stamp my Friday yet, so I'll do that in a second. But I have 2 S's for Saturday and Sunday. So we'll put those in. And I've got my F for the Friday. It's already on my block. And I'm just going to go ahead and ink that up, and I'm just using Hero Arts black dye ink, and I'm just going to stamp that right. Oops, didn't do that very well. This is what I get for trying to stamp on camera, because I don't get all the way in there. So stamp it right in the middle of one of those circles, and then they come off very easily with your fingers, but I'm just trying not to smear anything or touch anything, because that's just my luck. So, and then I'll put that right on there. And now I believe that this is officially complete. So very bright, very colorful. I recognize that these aren't the fall colors that people are probably going to be diving into, but I'm still in summer mode here, and I have a hard time letting go of it. This feels all bright and fresh to me, so I'm gonna keep it going. Thank you so much. I had fun getting back into my home office here and filming again. I know my videos have been a few and far between this summer because I'm not in my home studio very much, but I got a chance to come down and film this and try to do sort of a brief version of a month on 2-page spread. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you like the results. I think it's really pretty. I like how bold and bright all the colors are, and I think I'll have fun looking at this for the month of September. So thanks everybody. I always appreciate you watching. If you like what you see, check me out on Instagram at Inky Planner also, or subscribe to this channel so that when I start getting going again in the fall with some more frequent videos, that you can stay on top of everything that I'm posting. Hopefully you got inspired and had some fun watching, and I always appreciate you being here. Thanks so much everybody. Have a great day.